Hello, everybody. Welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I appreciate and love all of you. Today's pick a card is what you need to be aware of. Okay, so we are gonna take a look at. It's gonna be different for everyone what you need to be aware of. Make sure that you choose with your intuition, whatever pile that your heart is calling you towards. As always, we allow Spirit to customize each and every reading so that no two readings use the same decks in the same order. They're each very, very unique and individualistic to give you the most personal reading possible for a general reading. So I will give you guys some time now to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number one. Welcome to your reading, all about what you need to be aware of at this time. This is your pile if you chose the Angel card with the lapis lazuli. So I feel like Spirit right off the bat is letting me know that you need to be aware of how much you help people, how much of an angel you truly are in this world to people around you. I think you're a very compassionate person, and we see it here with the light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. And I think that's exactly what you do. I don't think you realize totally how much you do help people and how much you should appreciate yourself and love yourself and give that same love back to you that you so freely give out to everyone around you. So this just moved at the top of the deck, so they also wanted me to take this one, and you're a warrior. So you're like an earth angel warrior. Light attributes, strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice, and conquering the ego. So you might be having like a really big awakening right now, a realization of self, maybe having gone through so much, done a lot of healing work, a lot of shadow work within. But yeah, you have something that is a great purpose here on earth, that you're meant to help people. They want to give you a lot of credit here. I think what you need to be aware of is how strong you are, how strong of spirit and of will and of love that you carry. And to really, really appreciate and love that within yourself. Give thanks to yourself. Give thanks for your own strength. Sorry, I just feel like it's a little bit uncentered, so I'm just going to center us up here. Sorry about that. Yeah. And maybe you've been feeling a little bit off center lately. And maybe that's what you need to be aware of, is coming back to center, coming back to self, coming back to that love and appreciation. Like having gone through so much and come out the other side still with that pure heart, that pure loving heart, that beautiful, compassionate soul that you have with just like so much to give. And maybe stepping into warrior to protect yourself against people who maybe take advantage of that. Yeah. I'm going to get more information, though, before I go on. Okay, we're going to go to the movie tarot here. Okay, Spirit, what does pile number one need to know? That's too many. That they are not yet aware of? Or what do they need to be aware of, Spirit? Pile one, what do they need to be aware of? Queen of Wands, your power. Your power. Three of Pentacles. King of Cups. I feel like the fact that you're stepping into a leadership role and that you can do this. Like, it's your time now. I think you're a very balanced person. You're very compassionate and fair and loving and and just charitable. But you're also like take no shit kind of person where you're like, no, I can stand up for people and I have great, discipline, skill, strength, like it says, toughness of will. Yeah. Heroism, like overcoming your own lower natures. And so what you need to be aware of, I think, is that it's time for you to step into a leadership position. It's time for you to take charge in some way, maybe start building something of your own or start building something that you've been desiring, maybe a creative project with the Queen of Wands. Okay, this is knowing that you have the power, you have the skill, you have everything you need in order to build this, in order to make this a reality in your physical world. Okay, we have the King and the Queen, King of Cups. You have the maturity. You might be, definitely could be a healer, okay? You could be very connected spiritually. And this is saying it's now time for you to step into maybe a teacher role, step into a healer role, step into starting your own business or your own practice in some way, or start building and expanding in new ways. Okay. Creating in this specific way that you've been wanting to, because they're saying you have a higher purpose here. You've proved that you can give without, expecting anything in return, that your heart is in the right place with the King of Cups. Like your heart really is in the right place, that you really do care, and that you're very in touch with the higher realms. Okay, you're very in touch with your angels, with your guides, and that you are exactly that. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, she's very, very attractive. You could be having a glow up with this as well, but she knows her power. She is creativity. She knows what she can create and that it will be successful and that it's powerful. She's confident, like, Katniss, right? She stands in her power. She doesn't back down, like the warrior. Like, it's like this is like perfectly matches this energy. She is an angel to those around her, right? She's so self-sacrificing. She does the right thing always without expecting any reward. But she's a warrior in that, right? Where she always does the right thing no matter what the consequences might be for her. And so this is just a tipping of the hat that you need to be aware of, that this is you. Okay? This represents you. This is how powerful you are. And you are that exact embodiment. You are this archetype of this angel mixed with a badass warrior. And that makes for the best, combination ever. Like, if you've watched The Hunger Games, I'm most people have, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. She's the coolest character ever, right? She leads a rebellion against people who are oppressing her and a bunch of, basically all citizens. And it's quite a cool reflection of our actual reality, right? But yeah, she's this super compassionate, loving person, but she doesn't stand for any injustice. She doesn't stand for people getting taken advantage of. She will do whatever it takes, even if it puts her in harm's way. Now, I'm not saying for you to do that, but what I am saying is that you are ready to build this thing. You are ready to take the next steps, to stand on your own, or to, put yourself in this leadership role, in this going off and doing your own thing. There's something that wants to be built by you, or there is something that you're either supposed to teach people or get people together to build something. Okay, you're the person to do it because you've you're just the right one. You're so compassionate. You're so in touch with your intuition. You're like, you're very, very in tune with the higher realms. And you receive the right channels. You receive the right undistorted messages. Like whatever you feel is right to do, you can trust that. Okay, you can trust that because you come from the best place. You really have great intentions and you've proved that. And so now with this mix of warrior and angel, I mean, hello, amazing, right? You're being trusted. They're saying what you need to be aware of is you're ready. You are ready for whatever it is that you want to build here on earth. There's something on your heart, or there's something that you're passionate about. There's something that you've been wanting to do, or at least, curious about building or about looking into, okay? Because this could be you looking into things, learning about things, okay? But yeah, there's something here that wants to be built by you, and you're the one to do it. You are the one to do it. Okay, I'm just letting Spirit guide me to your next deck here. Okay, so they want another archetype card, which is interesting. It was just like, now is just the time for it. Okay. We have Father. Light attributes, talent for creating and supporting life. Positive guiding light within a tribal unit. What did I just say? Wow, okay, yes, you're ready for this role. You're ready to stand as a leader, okay? As a figure of authority or leadership in some way, to build something, to help others, to teach others, okay? To heal others in some way, in whatever way that resonates with you. For some of you, okay, for this is definitely for some of you, this could be you finally being ready to be a parent, okay, and stepping in and building your family. Okay, you are ready. You have reached, the emotional healing and security necessary and needed to raise a beautiful child. And if this is not a child, this is like your creation. Okay, the same message. You have reached that level of security, of wisdom, of just emotional strength and just spiritual strength in order to step into this role, to lead the way, to lead people in a positive direction. You will be the right leader that is needed to build this. Okay? And if you don't know what this is yet, you will know soon. You will know soon. Just want to make sure you can see this. You are a positive example, okay? You are a positive example for people. You know what is necessary in order to do this. And even if this is something you don't have a lot of experience in yet, you're going to be amazing at it. You're going to be amazing at it. You have to trust yourself. Trust that you will know exactly what to do. Trust that you will lead in the right way. Even if you have to take a kind of leap of faith and being like, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if I take this opportunity or this offer, or if I start building this, how it's going to end up. If I'll even be able to do this, you will. You'll find exactly the information you need at the right time. You are the person to bring this down on earth, to manifest this. You will be the right leader. You're going to be the right one. You are the right one already. You're ready for this. Okay? So what you need to be aware of is that you're the leader here. You're this figure that you're ready for it. You're ready to step into it. You're ready to build this. And you are the right one to do it. Okay? All right, we're going to go to another tarot deck. This is the Before Tarot. What is pile number one's? What do they need to be aware of? The moon, yeah. Walking in the unknown. trusting that you will find the answers. 5 of Swords. Then you have, High Priestess and the 9 of Cups, okay? Even if right now it seems like you're having to face difficult situations, because maybe you're wrapping up an old situation and you're like, I don't know how this is going to come about. I don't know, I have a feeling I want to build this, or there's just so many unknowns down this path because maybe it's brand new. You're kind of having to trust and step into the unknown, and maybe you're cutting things of the past away right now. Okay. So for example, this is interesting because I literally had a reading with a client of mine today, and this is giving me the same energy that she's going through. So it's like having a job, right? Having a job that you've had for a long time, or maybe not a long time, whatever it is, but you're at a job, right? And things are not fair. It feels like a battle. It feels like maybe your ideas or who you are as a person or who you are as a leader or who you are as an employee is being put in question all the time, or you're always feeling challenged. And it just feels like this is not a good fit anymore. It feels hard. So you have to leave, right? But the leaving, you don't know where it's going to end up. You don't know by leaving. You have to do it. And there's a bigger purpose for you here, but you don't know how to do it, and you don't know what that quite is yet. Spirit is here saying, if you can trust us, if you can step out into the unknown, if you can cut away the things that need to go, right? Trust that you deserve the best. Trust that you are an angel and that you are guided, that you are a warrior and you have what it takes to cut things out or people out, unwanted energy out of your life that is no longer necessary. And once you do that, by doing this, you are literally fueling your dream. You are stepping into the 9 of Cups, your dream come true. But you have to cut the things out that are necessary to go. These things have to get cut out. And we almost have to trust in the unknown, trust in this, kind of murky energy, right? Where it's like, okay, I just know I gotta leave this behind. I just know I gotta, tell these people that I can't do this anymore because it's not fair to me or it's not working out. That's that warrior. It's stepping up for yourself. It's standing up for yourself in some kind of injustice or some kind of situation you're not being appreciated, you're not being treated fairly. It's like you have to there might be some kind of huge change that has to occur, like there for sure is. And you might have to face some kind of, fear in that, but you're really going to step up and show yourself your true power. And that's going to allow you to show who you are, right? To trust yourself. This is going to be the biggest maybe leap of faith that you've taken up into this point, because you're going to have to go off pure feeling, pure trusting your inner guidance. You have to trust it completely, and it is leading you in the right way. And you have to trust that once I cut this out, that I will find what I'm looking for, that it will be revealed to me, that by doing this, I am betting on my dream. By trusting in the unknown, by letting something go, or by cutting something out of my life, that is my sign to the universe that I trust you. Even though I don't have all the answers, even though I don't know where I'll land at the end of this, even though this is scary and I don't know where I'll end up, by you doing that, by you acting in faith and faith alone, that is you saying, I want my dream. And that is making it come into the real and come into your world. Okay? You are literally saying, nope, no more. I'm not taking this anymore. I don't deserve this. This is old. This is tired. This is not me. Okay? Becoming your own warrior, cutting it out what needs to be cut out, and taking the leap into the unknown, that I am trusting the universe is going to catch me, that I'm trusting they are aligning me to my dream, to my highest path, to my highest fulfillment. I know there's something, I can feel it. I can feel it. Maybe I don't quite see what's building here or what wants to be manifest quite yet. But knowing that once I do this, it will reveal itself to me, it will come. And first I have to act on faith. I have to act on faith, and I have to know that this is no longer fair for me. This is no longer how I want to be treated, or the people I want to be around, or the energy I want to be in, the place I want to work in anymore. It's not appreciating me. It's not seeing me. And so I have to stand up for myself. I have to father myself or mother myself. I have to trust in what I'm feeling, and I just have to jump, and I have to go. I have to cut it out. And I know that as soon as I do that, it will be revealed. Yeah. And then you are stepping into the leadership role of building something new, because you have what it takes in order to do this. You are the person who's meant to play this role as some kind of maybe teacher, healer, spiritual leader, in whatever way that resonates, even like a creative leader of some kind of, art project, music band, whatever it is, right? It's going to be different for everybody. And it might even be like you becoming a CEO of your own company, starting your own business. Okay. But you have to prove to the universe that I'm no longer accepting less than what I deserve. And as soon as you do that, they go, okay, nice. Here you go. You acted on pure faith. You knew this was not aligning anymore. We have to know that you will cut it out, right? You will cut this out, and you will be rewarded with your dream, with something that fits you way, way better, that you are actually seen, trusted, led. Like you're like, I know who I am. I'm more than this. And you are. You are. And it's time for you to step into that role. It's time. Okay. Runes. What does my pile number 1 need to be aware of? Yep, Ingwa's rune. Stepping into your power, okay? What's been happening is they've been accumulating energy, okay? This card talks about accumulating energy, and very soon is going to be the time for you to act, for you to step in your power in the masculine energy. This talks about the masculine, and especially because we have the father here, standing in your masculine, standing up for what's right. And then you're going to have a huge burst of inspiration. You're going to know exactly what to do and how to build. Okay, I'm going to read out of the book just to give you deeper information here. Okay. Still, but with slowly building intensity, the full-made lion sits poised for action. He holds within himself the potential for an explosive release of energy. He is the leader and father of his pride. You, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's just the father-like leader, right? It's just this leader type energy where it's like, it's having the discipline, having the skill, having the knowledge to lead a group, right? Or to lead a family. It's being in that. It's like, it's not backing down. It's standing strong in that power, knowing which actions to take, knowing where to lead a group of people. If called to it, He will make the ultimate sacrifice to ensure the survival of the next generation. That's the angel. Ingwas is a rune of growth, the spark of life, and the germinating seed. It has enormous creative potential and is the fertile male representation in balance with Berkano's female. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. Keywords: creation, wholeness, harmony, evolution, energetic burst. Okay? So, this is saying if you need time to, meditate, to like heal, do that. But I really feel like this is saying it is time for you to step into that leadership role, into that more masculine leader, regardless of if you're masculine or feminine, okay? This is just saying you have what it takes to do this, to be this, to build this, to go off on your own, to stand strong in your knowing, in your truth. All right? So that is what you need to be aware of at this time, pile number 1. And what a beautiful reading that was. Please leave a comment, shout out pile 1, and let me know how this resonated for you. And if it did resonate, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do so down in the description box. You can also book what's called a quantum healing session, where we connect with your guides and your higher self. We go into your subconscious mind. With any intention at all, we can heal past lives, any current life trauma, or any blockages, or we can leave it open and just have this beautiful visionary experience that your guides want to show you to allow you to understand anything at all. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can book a session with me down in the description box, or you can email me with any questions. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 1. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading about what you need to be aware of. Before we begin, I'm just going to clear the space. We're just going to clear any and all negative, unwanted energy. And invite in only the highest beings and energy of light and love to give us clear, concise, and accurate messages today for the highest good of all of those watching and for the highest good of all. Thank you, and so be it. Okay. So you guys were attracted to the runes card. So this card gives me like there might be something from the past becoming anew, or something you thought was ruined isn't. But I'm gonna allow this one to come through because I'm not getting much from this card. So let's see. Yeah, spirit. Okay, we're gonna get more of these. So what does pile number 2 need to be aware of, Spirit? What do they need to be aware of? Thank you. Yeah, that's so funny. Like I said, something you thought was ruined, right? With the oops and the spilled milk. Maybe something of the past that you thought was over or done, or yeah, something ruined, or a mistake was made and you thought maybe it was completely, there was no going back from it. I see it coming back now, or it's not ruined, right? It's like it may have looked like a mistake at first or something went wrong, but it actually is not that way at all. I'm going to get more here. Okay, high drama and moment of reflection. Yeah, so maybe it did cause some drama in your life. Maybe this was a breakup. a relationship, it could be a work situation. This could really be so many things, but you'll know if it resonates. You'll know which area it is when it comes up. But this was only here to allow you to reflect, to look at yourself, to maybe self-improve, okay, to see. I feel like what's necessary for you there was something in this for you to grow from. There was a lesson here for you to grow, because maybe there was like an underappreciation of someone or a situation in your life, okay, and maybe we were causing too much drama, or the other person was, and so this had to fall apart in some way so that we could take the time out to look at ourselves and to realize, what was my part to play in this? Or to look at, how could I have maybe done better? At what points, was I responsible in this happening? Okay. But I want you to know that this is not, it may look messy, on the surface. It may look like something, milk was spilled, there were things said, or there was a fight that happened, or, there was a separation in some way. But I see that this is not totally over, okay, with the runes. It's like we can build upon the old, that these things just, they happen and they help us to look at ourselves and look at what needs to be improved. But we can rebuild from this place, okay? We can build upon the old, and it just, it makes for more character, right? It makes for, almost like a stronger bond or a stronger situation. But sometimes these things need to happen in order for us to grow in the way that is needed, okay? But it doesn't mean that it's like a permanent end, okay? All right, they want more of these cards. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a fresh start, so don't worry, okay? Don't worry, there is a fresh start from something that may have felt, if you're worried about something, this is something you need to be aware of right now. Maybe there was some kind of drama that happened within a friendship, within a relationship, within a job or situation. It was only there so that both parties could have a moment of self-reflection, could have a moment of growth and learning an important lesson, okay? An important lesson of us both maybe getting caught up in emotions, or getting caught up in drama, or, maybe allowing things to get out of hand in some way or another. But we are getting to build upon the old. We have a fresh start. Okay, so there is a fresh start in this situation. There is a reconciliation that's going to happen. There is a rebuilding. The sun is coming up. You guys are going to come back together, like in whatever way, if this is a relationship, a job situation, a personal situation in any way. There is a fresh start here that, mistakes are made, and that's okay, right? And they're actually important to be made so that we learn and we grow. And they just make the foundations of what we have stronger. Because if we can honestly look at ourselves and we can come back, that's the most important part. It creates a more solid foundation for who we are as people and for the situation at hand, because we know we can overcome these conflicts, or we can overcome these mistakes or a failure. Okay, so Let's see. Any more? I guess. Nope, no more from here. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to the Before Tarot. All right, so for my pile number 2s, what do they need to be aware of? The Hermit, exactly, that moment of reflection. This happened so that you and maybe another party, okay, would do some self-growth and some self-healing and really looking at your own inner world as far as, like, who am I really? What am I here to do, and how am I here to grow? So I think it put you in a time of great growth, self-growth, so that it almost is like maybe it took you out. Maybe this was you getting fired from a job or something like that. And it forced you into a time of solitude and a time of really getting to know yourself. But this was extremely important, okay? This was extremely important for you, for maybe looking at your lower natures or things within yourself that were maybe causing drama unnecessarily, or maybe you were overly negative, or focusing on self-criticism or overly critical. It's going to be different for everyone. So these are things that sometimes we have to take a break in order to look at, in order to heal, in order to love, within ourselves, and therefore we can love within other people, right? Regulating our emotions, doing all of these things, and doing the spiritual searching, spiritual work, right? That is so important. And I see here, now that you are ready, I think you're ready to come out of this time of self-reflection, of healing and doing all of this work. The Hermit's about to put the star into the lantern, meaning he's about to come out of this time of loneliness and light the way and kind of step into that star energy. So step into the hope and the dreams and creating those things, right? Because the time of self-growth is now, for the most part, is, for this stage at least, is over. And so he's getting a fresh start, and you're getting a fresh start. And it makes me think of something from the past we can build upon, something like that. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess. You've realized a lot about yourself. You've gained a lot of beautiful gifts. It's like, I feel like you really took your time and you really gained, I think you really found the gold that was there for you to gain in this situation. I think you really learned the lessons that were meant for your soul's growth in the most positive way. So maybe, your past was filled with maybe a lot of mistakes or failures or drama or fighting. And so whatever happened, whatever fell apart, was meant for you to focus inward. And you've been doing that, and you've been doing an amazing job, and you've actually been connecting with the deepest part of you, with the High Priestess, the part of you that is connected with Source and Spirit, and that extreme wisdom that is then within all of us to access. Okay, especially with the High Priestess and the Hermit, this is extremely spiritual energy. Okay, so you may be like realizing how much of a sage you are. Okay, or coming into spiritual gifts. But it's like you are being led in trusting. I think you're trusting yourself in a way deeper way. And so with the Knight, it's like this might be slow to build, but you're building something of great importance and of foundation. Like a more, yeah, like we said, a solid foundation, right? It's like these things we have to look at and we have to grow from in order to build that solid foundation. But that's what it does. And our past is a key element of that, right? It's a key element of building upon that thing, that solid foundation, but making it into something even better and more stable. Because we learn from it, right? And sometimes we learn what not to do, which is like even better sometimes than learning what to do or having a good example all of our lives, right? Sometimes, yeah, having something happen that was really hurtful, or making a big mistake in our lives can be, it's painful at the time, but it can be really, really helpful in order for us, because you realize, oh man, I just lost something big. I need to do some healing. I need to grow, right? I need to look at myself and my part to play in this. And the card at the bottom of the deck really wants to come out, and it's the World. And we see two people here. So this really could be, divine counterparts here. And maybe this is a past relationship and you guys were separated. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be, like I said, a job or a friendship. But it's like there was some separation there so that you guys could do the inner work, do the inner healing, grow as people, grow as individuals, right? Find the key elements that were necessary, for it to come together. And that was ultimately what it was for. It was so you could come together in a more healed way. Okay, it wasn't the end. Okay, it wasn't the end. It was just our paths had to be separate for the time being so that we could grow as people. And now we get this fresh start together, right? We've completed the process that we were in. We've completed the growth, maybe separately, or we've completed the self-reflection aspect where it's done apart. And now we get to come together in union and grow together with this fresh beginning. So that's really beautiful. All right, we're going to get some more cards here. All right, what does pile 2 need to be aware of? What does pile 2 need to be aware of? The Fool, the fresh start, right? Yeah, you guys get a fresh start together. Or, you get a fresh start with this thing, right? It's like, maybe that might not resonate for everyone, that it's an old situation, but I really feel like it is for a lot of you. Or it's something that failed, or it's something that was messed up in some way, okay? But now you can handle this, and now it's going to be so much better. Now you can come together with this fresh beginning, with this fresh energy as new people, and actually make it successful, actually make it work, actually make this into something that's going to be long lasting in our lives, and that's going, we're better people. And so coming together, we're just going to be unstoppable. We're super healed as individuals, right? So we get to now grow in new and exciting ways. And I think you guys are just like whole as yourself. And there's no like neediness now, and there's no like codependency. It's just appreciation of the other and who they are today. And now we get to start fresh, and it feels so good, right? And it's just so much better. Oh, that's amazing. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Yeah. This is ultimate happiness, ultimate fulfillment, right? And without a little rain, we don't get the rainbow. And I love this depiction because this is the before tarot. So this is just moments before the rainbow comes out, right? But the rain is here to fill the 10 cups, right? There has to be struggle or challenge in things that are meant to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like there has to be challenges, and that's different for everyone and how that challenge comes about. But you guys needed to have a bit of separation for whatever reason, so that you would focus on yourselves, and so you would focus on your individual growth. Okay. And, you know, dealing with our healing and dealing with our pain, that's the rain, right? It's not always enjoyable to experience, but it fills our cups. And that's what you guys have been in the process of doing, filling the cups of long-lasting fulfillment, so that now when you come together, you can have this fresh start that leads to, and you can relish in this fulfillment, this appreciation of the other, and having the full thing now, not just a piece of it, right? Without the drama. Now we're both at peace. We're both our best selves. We can maybe make a family, right? Or we can build our lives in the right way. We can build our lives in the way that we've always dreamed them to be, right? So that's super beautiful. Like, wow. The rain is going to dry up very soon. The rainbow is going to come out. You both, these two parties will be in union again together, a new beginning, leading to so much emotional fulfillment and appreciation and love and expansion, happiness, true happiness, the full thing, not having to, just take a little bit of it. It's like you really get to experience the fullness, the richness of this joy and love. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Wow. All right, so let's get any last messages from my pile twos, what they need to know. All right, so we're going to go to tarot again. So any last messages? Wow, the Hierophant. Wow. You guys are like super spiritual, like independently, and then you come together and it's like, whoa. This could also represent marriage. Okay. This could also mean May. Okay. The Hierophant is Taurian energy. So this could be you guys coming together this month. But yeah, this is also the card of, marriage, tradition, values. So maybe your values are aligning now that you've gone through these, separate paths. It's like you can come together with the right values, with the ones that are going to, carry you through, with the discipline and the principles that are going to make this a lasting union. Okay, you guys are both extremely wise. Okay, you're both leaders in your own right, and I think you're very, very connected to your spiritual aspects. And yeah, super, super. Oh my gosh, you have the High Priestess again. Dang. Like, I can't get over the amount of spiritual energy here. Like, you guys are a spiritual dynamo together. Like, I would not be surprised if you guys got together and created something, created a practice together. Teamed up in some way. But you guys are like going to be highly, highly respected in some kind of maybe healing or in your communities. It's like people know they can turn to you for good advice, maybe, relationship advice, love advice. Okay. Spiritual advice, spiritual coupling advice, anything like that. It's wow, so powerful. You guys are so connected. Yeah, that you were just in this transformation with Death and the Page of Swords, and so you're about to come out of this time of transforming. You're going to find each other again, and you're going to get this new start where it just feels light and exciting, and you kind of get to meet each other again for the first time as these different people, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be really, oh my gosh, so amazing. So that's amazing, Pile 2. Good for you. And please leave a comment. Let me know, if this resonated at all with you. I'd love to know that. And yeah, if it did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. You can also book what's called a quantum healing hypnosis session, where we connect with your guides and your higher self, and we are guided through your subconscious mind with visions and knowings and understandings of what you need to heal or blocks that need to be released. There are endless things that we can explore. So if you'd like to know more, you can go to my website or you can email me. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, all about what you need to be aware of. So you guys chose the Bloodstone. And you chose financial and material changes. Wow. So this is the 5 of Pentacles. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Financial and material changes. 5 of Pentacles talks about being in a place of lack, feeling without, feeling left out or left behind, or yeah, not appreciated, not seen. It's just like complete, yeah, lack would be the best word to describe it, but this is changing for you. Okay, we have a lot changing within your outer world, within your physical reality. So your finances, maybe this is attached to your living situation, your career, okay, and just your finances in general. So we're going to get some information right off the bat. We're going to start with the deck that Spirit chose for you guys. Yeah, look at that. So this is the 8 of Cups, emotional withdrawal. You're leaving behind lack, okay? This is getting left behind. You are emotionally withdrawing. You are leaving behind something. I mean, this could be a place. This could be a job. This could be just the energy of lack itself, but this is no longer necessary in your world anymore. I think you were meant to learn certain things within this energy, or you overcame something emotionally. You overcame certain beliefs of lack, of not having, okay? But you are walking away. You are leaving something behind. That could be physically. There could be, something physical that was stopping you or holding you back. But this could also just be leaving behind a belief. A belief that we held. Yeah, okay, we're going to get more from this deck. Look at that. Look at that. You're leaving this behind to only go towards material and spiritual prosperity, okay? So have no fear. What you're leaving behind, you do not want. And you're walking right into success, not only materially, not only in the physical, but spiritual. You're going to be spiritually rich, spiritually successful in the way of, I think this is highly connected with the beliefs and the healing work that you've done. I think you've let go of maybe a certain karmic attachment to something, or a lesson that you were meant to learn in this lifetime, maybe even possibly many lifetimes. And I think there's something here that was massive that you've healed and that you're letting go of, you're walking away from, and you're walking right into, you're gaining more spiritual and physical prosperity, enlightenment, right? Success, recognition. Like, look at this person. It looks like they're at like a huge palace, right? Like, and they're the owner of this place. Like, they're the queen or king of this castle. And they're like looking at everything they've accomplished and feeling that accomplishment. And this wasn't easily won, right? This was hard to come by. There was a lot we had to go through, right? Yeah, it's just like, I think this was very tied in with your karmic path. And so this is a massive shift for you. This is something, a massive era of your life and of your whole, I think, soul's path that you're now walking away from, that you won't have to deal with anymore. You won't have to deal with this this lack mentality, or not having enough in your physical world, or feeling spiritually left out. Okay, you're about to be a whole lot more connected. I think things that you visualize or manifest within your crown, things that you want, I feel like you're so much more connected now, so that as soon as like you visualize, or that you create it within your mind, you can see it within your outer world. It'll be reflected a lot quicker. Okay, so where are we going now? All right, so we're gonna go to the Marseille deck, my little buddy here. Oops. Give it one more shuffle. So yeah, this is like you finally getting success at work. So, okay, so yeah, we have the King of Swords coming into mastery, seeing clearly. I think your thoughts are a lot clearer. Your thoughts, I think the quality of your thoughts are so much better. And I think you're gaining mastery over your thoughts, okay? And that's why this is shifting. And you're just you've gained so much wisdom through this experience, through, because, these difficult, challenging experiences where we don't have a lot of resources, or we don't have a lot of support, yes, they're very difficult, but they grow us into such a wise person. And we gain so much out of it, because we show ourselves how strong we are, and how smart and how resilient and like crafty that we are, And I think you really became, I think your thoughts are just so much more clear and concise, and without distortion. I think you're leaving behind a lot of negativity, a lot of self-limiting beliefs, like lack, and like not feeling like you deserve prosperity or support in that way. Okay, so yeah, wow, look at that. We have the Hierophant and we have the Devil. Yes, you've overcome your lower nature, right? You now focus on the good. You now focus on the good way more than the lack, or the fear, or the not having, or the illusions of control, the illusions of there's never enough. And you've now tuned your fork, tuned your sword, your thoughts to, yes, I'm always looked after. Yes, God looks out for me. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can have this. Your spiritual gifts are on such a new level that you can overcome easily, way easier now, any lower thoughts, any lower natures of yours. And so because of that, you are now gaining not just spiritual prosperity. So now you're stepping up in the spiritual world. I think your gifts are now growing. You might be stepping into a higher position within what it is you do, okay? Whether that's, spiritually based or not, but the spiritual is going to guide your success here, because you are now a clear channel, because you don't have the distortions of the illusions, bringing you down, giving you false information, like you can't do this, it can't be yours, there's not enough. You're not talented enough, you're not gifted enough, whatever it is, or that money is evil, whatever that is, right? You see past the illusion. And this is what's helping you gain confidence, gain more spiritual knowledge, but also that is attached to gaining in the material. So gaining more finances and gaining more stability in your outer world. Amazing. All right, we're going to do a couple more of these. Yeah, it's like now it's so clear when the devil comes through, like in your thoughts, right? Where it's like, oh no, that's just illusion, right? I see it so clearly now. It's you now have the discernment to see what's what. It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulders, right? And you're able to discern them. You're able to tell, oh no, that's just fear talking. I know that's illusory. I know that's not true. And you know, seeing the higher truth of it. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, temperance, right? We're healing, we're alchemizing the dark, we're alchemizing the pain, the suffering into prosperity. So using our story or using the lessons that we learned for our highest good, or turning that into prosperity for ourselves, meaning, you know, maybe you're teaching things about your past, whether in whatever way that manifests for you. So if that's you speaking or teaching, healing, creating in any way some kind of product or some service for people, because it's using your past, using the struggle that you've gone through in order to gain monetarily, using it, alchemizing it for your benefit in a positive way, in a way of serving not just yourself, but serving those around you, instead of being a positive example, an example of freedom, using your story to help people instead of controlling or manipulating. Okay. Look, we have the Queen of Swords as well, and Judgment. So you have divine counterparts here. So yeah, this is not going to be for everyone, but it's either you and a partner, you know, are coming together. It's so funny. So you could be with someone right now and you guys are both coming out of this really hard financial situation that you've been in. Okay, I'm sorry you can't see that. I'll put that here. Yeah, you guys are both kind of coming out of this. Maybe you guys have both been doing the work together and overcoming your own lower natures, your own, limiting beliefs and things like that. And if you're not already with someone, I feel like this is leading you to that person, okay? You coming out of this place is actually waking you up to a higher calling that you have. So definitely new gifts. Maybe you're going somewhere and you're going to kind of, turn into maybe a leader, some kind of spiritual teacher, but awakening to some kind of new level of responsibility within some kind of community or area or place. Okay, you have a higher calling than what you even realize right now. And that might be attached to you and your partnership. That might be you meeting this partnership after you walk away from this thing. It's bringing you towards that. Okay? But I feel a huge up-leveling here for you. Huge. Because you're healed now. You're not listening to the lower nature. This has no power over you whatsoever. Because of that, you're being trusted with a higher role on earth, okay, to teach other people, to help other people, to guide other people. And that is going to give you more finances. So God, source energy, is going to give to you so that you can give to others, so that you can help guide the way for other people as well, because you're being trusted with this. Okay? You're waking up into a new day, a new reality. All right. Okay. So we're going to go to the animal spirit deck for my pile threes. What do they need to be aware of? Buffalo. Nice. Okay, I'll read this one out of the book for you guys. I love that. Grounded yet heavenly. Oh, amazing. Practical yet spiritual. Practical, material, and spiritual. Practical yet spiritual. Okay. That's like the Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy. Okay. So that is practical and spiritual, right? It's the groundedness, but it's also, it's reaching into the heavens, gaining that spiritual wisdom, but then practically bringing it down on earth, practically being able to teach that to people that is in a way that's not too airy-fairy or too hard to grasp. I think you're very good at being able to ground something down to be able to be taught and understood by many people, by masses, by, you know, whatever it is. It's like there, you have that gift. And even bringing down, like I said, visions, you know, anything of material that comes through your crown, you can ground it down on earth in the physical. The buffalo sees challenge, hardship, or a bump in the road as an opportunity for upliftment. There you go with the Five of Pentacles. Therefore, the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time. And may we allow this card to remind us that life is a precious gift. When in balance, trusting pure presence. When out of balance, restless, lacks gratitude. To bring into balance, prayer, bhakti. Wow. So this is you trusting now, even if life has hiccups, trusting that you are always on the right path, that you are always in tune with the higher nature, with spirituality, and that you really do have a gift of receiving spiritual wisdom and teachings to ground them some way, in whatever way you do that, in order to teach, in order to spread that knowledge, in order to express that. Okay. But yeah, it's now knowing that, yes, there are those two forces here on earth, right? And that each one has its part to play, and that, you know, there will always be a challenge that we face. But now we are just in such trust of God and Source and the universe and life that no matter what we come up against, we're good, we're solid. We're solid in ourselves. We're solid in our knowing. We're solid in what we've learned and who we are, knowing that we can accomplish whatever it is that we set out to do, that we can alchemize any situation that may seem like negative or like a challenge. We can then alchemize that into teaching, into a blessing, into something to be learned from, into something that we can help other people with. Every challenge we have faced is now maybe a chapter in a book, or it's now a painting that you can make, that it's now a teaching. Okay? It's alchemizing that into material and grounded prosperity for yourself. Beautiful. That's amazing. So pile number 3, that was your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a comment. I love to connect with you guys. Shout out to pile 3. What amazing, deep energy. I love it so much. And I appreciate you guys being with me here today. If this reading did resonate, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. You can also book what's called a quantum healing hypnosis session, where we connect with your guides and your higher self, Source itself, and we are guided into your subconscious mind in order to heal any blockages, any trauma, any past life trauma, or just experience anything at all, that you'd like to experience, about anything about love. If you want to clear any energy from your heart, any chakra clearing, it's really endless what we can do. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can go to my website or you can email me. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 3. All of my love. Peace.